Hello and welcome to PolicyWatch. I'm Miberon Omoluju. Now, we've been having conversations about the new tax law. Who pays, who doesn't, who should, who shouldn't. But let's pause for a minute and actually think about something deeper. With all the money the government already collects, from annual budgets, from external loans, from fuel subsidy savings, and from various taxes, what have the ordinary Nigerians actually seen on ground? Because for most people, life hasn't changed. Let's break it down. Take electricity, for example. Nigerians can go weeks, even months, without reliable power. Just in January alone, the national grid has collapsed twice. So, how is it that the money spent over time hasn't translated into consistent power for the people? Look at our roads and bridges. In some parts of the country hit by the 2025 floods, like Mokwa in Niger State, entire bridges and major roads were washed away, leaving communities isolated and livelihoods at risk. And yet, billions of naira are allocated for road maintenance and infrastructure every year. Then there's education. Nigerian schools remain overcrowded, poorly equipped, and chronically underfunded. Now, according to UNESCO, at least 15 to 20% of total government expenditure should be allocated to education. And over the years, Nigeria has consistently fallen far below this global standard. In recent budgets, education has received between 6 to 8% of the total federal budget. Now, this in turn forces parents to pay high fees for private alternatives or tolerate substandard conditions in public classrooms. And then there's healthcare. In 2025, doctors across the country went on indefinite strike over unpaid salaries, poor working conditions, and unresolved welfare issues. Patients were left with limited access to treatment and empty clinics. Now, the point is simple. Before expanding the tax net, citizens want to know, where did the money we've already paid go? I mean, if all these resources haven't translated into real improvement, how can people be expected to pay more and trust it will make a difference? This is where we must be careful not to get carried away by arguments like you should tax me or you shouldn't tax me. Instead, the core issues should be, are the funds already collected being used in ways that improve my life as a Nigerian? We cannot talk meaningfully about expanding the tax base if the basic services, the everyday anchors of life, remain unaddressed. We should know, if money was set aside for roads, why are they still broken? If billions were saved from false subsidies, why isn't power more reliable? If healthcare is funded, why do hospitals go on strike and patients pay more? If education is truly a priority, why do teachers still walk out and classrooms remain overcrowded? Now, these are the conversations that matter. Conversations that will build trust. And trust is what makes citizens willing to participate more fully in nation building, including through taxes. Thank you all for joining me on Policy Watch. I'm Miberon Omoluju, and I'll see you all in our next episode. Goodbye.